Hi everyone. So the deeper we go into this case, the more predictable the news is that I'm going to give. So Judge Liman has ruled on Stephanie Jones's motion to compel the 30B6 deposition, to compel Wayfarer basically to produce Heath to sit for a deposition as corporate designee for Wayfarer. And predictably, he's granted it. So I'm going to just really quickly read this. It's disappointing. And as many of you said, it feels a bit double standards after, he denied Wayfarer the Taylor Swift deposition extension. But there we are. He's granted it. So Stephanie Jones and Jones Works LLC, the Jones parties, filed an emergency letter late last night seeking an order compelling Wayfarer Studios to produce Jamie Heath as its corporate designee for a deposition on October 9th, 2025. Wayfarer filed a letter early this morning opposing the motion. Wayfarer asserts that neither Heath nor any other designee need testify because fact discovery has closed and the Jones parties have not demonstrated good cause for extending the deposition deadline. Wayfarer's opposition is meritless and the motion to compel is granted. On September 17, 2025, the court granted the Jones parties' motion to extend the deadline to complete the depositions of Heath, Sarowitz, and Baldoni until October 10th. The order did not specify or limit the capacities in which Heath, Sarowitz, and Baldoni would testify. The court granted the request due to the Wayfarer's parties' deficient and delayed document productions, including their failure to honour court-ordered deadlines. At that time, the Jones parties and Wayfarer had already agreed that Heath would be deposed both in his individual capacity and as Rule 30b6 witness for Wayfarer. In fact, it appears that counsel for Wayfarer were the ones who proposed combining the depositions. Since then, both parties have operated under the assumption that Heath and Wayfarer's depositions would occur simultaneously. Thus, when the application was made to extend the deadline for Heath's deposition, it encompassed his testimony in both a Rule 30b1 and a Rule 30b6 capacity. Accordingly, the reissued notice for Wayfarer's deposition was not untimely and complied with the court's order. Contrary to Wayfarer's suggestion, the Jones parties are not guilty of a lack of diligence, neglect, or some belated realization. They accommodated Wayfarer's proposal that Heath testify in both a Rule 30b1 and a 30b6 capacity, and upon issuance of the court's September 17, 2025 order, they promptly served notices requiring his testimony in both capacities. Indeed, the Jones parties reissued notices later that very day indicating that Heath and Wayfarer's depositions would occur at the same place and at the same time. Wayfarer did not object until roughly 3 weeks later on the eve of the scheduled depositions. Wayfarer is therefore ordered to produce Heath as its corporate designee for a deposition on October 9th, 2025. So there you have it. Have a good evening, guys. The Sarowitz recording still not unsealed yet. So hopefully that will happen really soon because I'm getting antsy now.